Hello guys, today I want to be dwelling on the price prediction of the dogs token, okay? And we'll be looking at some analysis based on the previously launched token, so we'll know what to expect from the dogs token, and if we are gonna hold on to our coins, or if we are to sell our dog tokens immediately upon launch. Okay, so we're gonna look at the previously launched Notcoin, and from there we get our analysis based on the hype on the project, and also based on the fact that it was actually being listed on the same blockchain, and also it's also meme coin. So right now I'm going to head to my Bybit application. So you can see right now the current price of the Notcoin is around 0.11 0.011 dollars per not coin. Okay, so right now I'll put my phone on the horizontal view so we can see the full chart properly. Okay, so Notcoin was listed around May at about 0.007 dollars per token. Okay, so initially after this Notcoin was being listed, all right, you can see that it's here, it's showing fully green on the first day of it being listed. The next 3 to 5 days, the sell pressure came in. This is when the players of the Notcoin, they started selling their tokens off, and the crowd was actually very much, because that was about 42 million users of the Notcoin. So that's still the same figure of the dogs right now. That's about the same amount of people. So then the selling price actually came in, and that's where the sharp decline of the token was being seen. For the next 3 to 5 days, we saw a sharp decline on the token. Okay, so we all know that this particular period of time is where you don't actually sell your tokens. Okay, so it's either you actually sell on that first day, or you're gonna hold after the first day, because the amount of users that will be selling their tokens will be very much. Okay, so for the first 7 days, I should say, the token experienced a sharp decline. Thereafter, a week later, a week and some days, I should be specific, a week and some days later, the token started picking up its price. Okay, and you can see that each day that went on, the token was actually being increased. All right, and why would this token be increased after it been experiencing a sharp decline due to the sell pressure? Now let me go into details for you to understand why it's increased after most players actually sold their tokens. Okay, imagine it as a market, because definitely it is a market where most investors that actually wants to buy a product, when it's being listed out to the public, they wait for that product to get into the market, being released into the public, and then you see that everybody is selling it to the public, and yet the public are now accepting the value or accepting the product. Okay, so now this is where the price of the product starts reducing value, because everybody is having it, everybody is getting it, everybody is receiving that product. So the sharp decline of the product's value goes down. That's when the market experience is down, is dump. That's when the market experience its sharp decline. Okay, so after it has stabilized on this sharp declines point, when it's as the sell pressure is over, then the users or the particular people that have the tokens, they start holding on to the tokens, and this is where the investors that's actually looking to buy at a cheaper rate, of which the token are now valued at, or other than the initial listing price. This is where they now invest huge amounts of money to buy these tokens. Okay, and when they buy the tokens then start yielding increments of value and potential value on each particular product that's been bought. So the case of which the Notcoin has been stated on this chart, it started growing initially by the increment of the amount of money that was being pumped in by investors. So investors was now buying at huge quantities because it was at a cheaper rate than the initial listing. And the moment they start buying these coins in huge quantities, the price starts gaining its value till it got to the initial price of 0.23 per token. Okay, from the initial price of 0.007 to 0.23. That's massive. All right, that's massive. That's a very huge increment. Okay, so imagine you holding on to your tokens. Okay, imagine you holding on to your tokens till you get to this point, and imagine the amount of profit you have. So for example, let's head down to our calculator to do this mathematics right now. So for example, at the initial rate launch of the tokens, of the Notcoin tokens, at 0.07, okay, at 0.007, at 0.007, let's say you had about 10,000 Notcoin, okay, which is being worth about $70, and then the pressure went down and your coins initially fell down to 0.4, which is about $40, and then you held on. Then before the investors now start pumping in money to buy at a cheaper rate, okay, they didn't want to buy when the coin was $70. They now want to buy when the coin is around $40. They start pumping in money into this coin, and then the value starts increasing all to the point it got to the initial all-time of 23. Okay, that was 0.023. That's about $230. So imagine your coin now valued at 0.007, which is initial $70 when you didn't sell, then it increased to 0.23. That's about $2.30 increment as profit for you. So the difference there is 203 minus $70. So you add a huge profit of around $160 just by holding on for about 2 weeks thereabout. Okay, so the same thing is going to go on for the dogs token. Okay, that's what we're looking at. The same thing is going to go on for the dogs token. Okay, so when this pressure is over, after the initial 2 weeks of expected, after the initial 1 week and of the expected sell pressure to go down, where thereby leading for investors to invest more on the product and start purchasing on high standards, it's going to pump the price of the dogs token to an all-time high. Okay, and this is where you now sell your dogs token. Okay, so for example, now I should say that if you should have around 10,000 dogs token, okay, and the initial listing price is now 0.003, okay, and this is totally possible, yeah. If it's launched around 0.003 at the initial date of TGE, which is around 26th of August, we are going to get around $30 with our 10,000 tokens. Okay, so this is the part where you don't sell. Okay, so we know for sure now that the coin is going to lose its value. Yeah, we know for sure that it's going to lose its value for the next 1 week and some days. Okay, so it's going to fall down from this 0.003 and possibly go down to about 0.005. okay, 0.0005 per token. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks after the launch, we're expecting a sharp decline of the token from around 0.003 to around 0.0005 per token. So our $30 token will be worth around $5 for that first 1 week and some few days. Okay, then after the coin has lost its value, we will then see the investors coming in to pump in money to buy a lot of these tokens, okay, so as to get a lot of money from it, and thereby increasing our price from the initial all-time low to the previously initial launch price and then yielding it to a all-time high of about, we'll be expecting the market cap at about 1 billion per that time. Okay, so we will get expecting around 0.002 per token. Okay, so around September 14th, this will be the period where we'll be experiencing an all-time high. So we're looking about from September 14th to September 20th. We are going to expect the DOX token to be going on all-time high. Okay, so that's when you are initially going to sell your tokens. Okay, the date might not be accurate, but we're looking about that. So after the first a week and of the initial launch of the sharp decline, we're expecting it to rise for the next 2 weeks, and for the next 2 weeks we'll be expecting a all-time high during that period. So for that time, that's where you sell your tokens and earn a lot of money out of the dogs token. Okay, so this is just my own analysis. I don't really know much about you, and if you are initially if you have plans or have plans to sell your token on initial launch, okay, that's good, but I advise you that after the 24 hours of the initial launch, you don't sell your tokens because you're going to lose out on your profit. Okay, so you just need to hold on and follow this strategy to earn your maximum amount of money from the dog tokens. Okay, don't forget to like this video, leave a thumbs up, and also you can also give me your price prediction on the comment section and let me know what your initial price prediction on pertaining dogs token is. And also don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.